Hey y'all, this is Jillian Ricker with the NFL Monday Night Football update and including some other sports news. So let's get to it. Starting off with Miami, Tennessee. Tennessee winning at 31-12 to Miami. And the Brian Callahan era gets their first win of the season, 1-3. And the Dolphins fall to 1-3. So danger alert in Miami. So there's some concerns there. Tony Pollard, 22 carries, 88 rushing yards, a touchdown, and he averaged 4.0 on the ground. Of course, Mason Rudolph came in the game with Will Levis down on a shoulder injury, so we'll find out who will show up to start next week. But also, they're on the bye. I believe they're in a bye week. So Will Levis will hope to stay healthy. Then the craziest game to end up week 4, Seattle lost 29-42 to Detroit, 42-29 Detroit. Seattle goes to 3-1, while Detroit also will go 3-1. How about Jared Goff? 18 for 18, 292 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. And you heard me right, 18 for 18. Could have a better passing rating. Could have been. So my final record prediction of my picks, 10-6. So back from week 1 to week 4, and I got a 10-6 record. I will do it again for Wednesday for week 5 of the NFL predictions. Major League Baseball playoffs will happen tomorrow. I will hopefully do a video of those updated, but I will also give you my predictions of who will win this series. So let's start with the wild cards. Detroit taking on Houston on ABC, 3:32 p.m. Eastern. Detroit, the Tigers. How do you feel to be back in the postseason? Feels great. Taking on the Houston Astros, in which earlier in the year, the Astros are going to fall apart until they came back with a new manager coming in. The series winner, I'm going to go Houston. I think they win this by game 2. So keep an eye on Houston. So give me Houston winning that against Detroit. The Royals taking on the Baltimore Oilers. The Royals also, how do you guys feel back in the postseason for the first time since 2015? They're taking on the Baltimore Oilers, who you got to think of this team. Remember, last year they were in the American League Championship Series with the Texas Rangers. They fall short in that championship run. That game's going to be on 4:08 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. This should be a fun series. I'm going to go with Baltimore. And remember, Baltimore and Kansas City, the winner of that game gets a test with the Yankees. I think the Oilers will be the ones to go to New York to take on the Yankees. Oh, and Houston, you'll take on the Cleveland Guardians. So good luck. The New York Mets taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. That's going to be at 5:32 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Good game from 0-5 to playoff bound for the New York Mets. Now taking on the Milwaukee Brewers, who again, they won their Central. Congrats to them. Now you're going up against a good Mets team. So how do I expect this? This is a Game 3 series. I'm going to go with Milwaukee. Really tight game. Give me Milwaukee winning it in Game 3. And Atlanta, the Braves, make it to the playoffs. So Arizona, who the Diamondbacks were in the World Series last year, runner-uppers, are not in the playoffs. So that's disappointing for them. They're taking on the Padres, 8:38 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. And again, this is a 3-game series in order for them to go to the divisional series. So that's what I want to let you reminder. Atlanta's a good team. They're taking on another good team in the Padres. I'm going to go with the Braves. this is a Game 3 series. Give me the Braves. That would mean the Mets will go to Philadelphia to take on the Phillies, and the Braves will go to LA to take on the Dodgers. All right, here's some NFL news. The Bills wide receiver Khalil Shakir has an ankle injury and is considered to be day by day. And injuries are piling for the Panthers as Josie Jewell is expected to be out for this week against the Bears with a groin and hamstring injury. But they're also losing another key player on defense as Shaq Thompson has suffered a torn Achilles and he is out for the season. That was confirmed from Dave Canales during his press conference. So we lost from Derek Brown to now Shaq Thompson. This could get even worse. Let's keep going. Browns running back Nick Chubb, who was in the PUP list earlier this year with a knee injury, will return to practice on Wednesday. Cowboys defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence with a midfoot sprain is out 4 to 8 weeks. So he might be out, expected to come back hopefully to week 7. That's a huge loss. Another huge loss this week. Micah Parsons has an ankle injury and he's unlikely to play this week against the Steelers. That is a huge loss for the Cowboys, who they will take on the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Packers wide receiver Christian Watson has suffered a high ankle sprain and is out for a couple of weeks. Another big loss for the Packers. And Colts starting quarterback Anthony Richardson has a hip injury called the Achilles and is considered day to day. All right, other outside sports news. There's only 2, actually 3, because we have NBA legend has passed away. Adam Silver did confirm this news, so rest in peace. Moment of silence for him. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. I didn't have this on my paper, so I forgot it right here. So I forgot you. I'm sorry, but don't worry. In the next video, I will give you a prayer. We'll give a prayers to him. FSU, Florida State's Brock Glenn will start against Clemson. DJ Uiagalelei will be out for a few weeks with a broken finger. So we're not going to see DJ Uiagalelei versus his former team, Clemson. That ruined the season. And then tragedy news in the Major League Baseball world as Pete Rose, baseball's controversial hit king, dies at age 83. A big loss for Major League and Pete Rose. Really good, really a 2016 Hall of Famer. We'll miss him. And a moment of silence for Pete Rose as he passed away at age 83. All right, that is it for today. Unfortunately, there was a quick moment of silence. But again, Major League Baseball, watch that on October 1st. I will hopefully drop a video tomorrow for Major League playoff predictions to see who do you think I would be picking for my World Series champion. Of course, today it's been fun. Of course, the Mets, Braves, congratulations, you guys are going to the playoffs. For Arizona, really disappointing season. Well, you can say it's a successful year, but disappointing end as you guys fall and not get into the playoffs. Shout out to the Detroit Lions with that win against the Seattle Seahawks. Also to the Tennessee Titans, also getting their first win in the Brian Callahan era. So congratulations, you two. Great wins. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. We'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.